No problem. I wouldn't get a 5090 anyway. I don't even have a 4090. I never had a 3090. I've always only gone, the highest I've gone on these graphics cards is the 80 series. I had a 1080 Ti, then after a 1080 Ti, then I had a 3080 for a little bit, and then I sold that and I actually downgraded to a 3060 Ti. And now I have a 4070 Super. And you know, for all I'm doing, it's probably enough, because like, believe me, I like to have like the top end PC equipment, but the reality is like, for what I'm doing with my PC, I don't play a lot of PC games these days, and I don't play anything at 4K because I don't even have a 4K display. So my PC maxes out at 1440p, and the reality is probably a 4070 Super can still do 1440p no problem for quite a while still, I guess. And for streaming stuff, it's definitely more than enough. Taiwanese equivalent of 2500 USD for the RTX 5090. 5080 is probably gonna be, that's still crazy. A 5080 for 1200. Well, that's about the same as it was for the 4070 4080 slash 4070 Ti, wasn't it? 1200 bucks. 5080 is literally half the performance of the 5090, but the 5080 is probably still going to be really hardcore solid though, isn't it? The mouse jigglers every 5 seconds. There you go. Some employers aren't fooled by mouse jiggling software. I would imagine, Vanbara. They use AI or require webcams? Dude, are you kidding me? So they would have a webcam on you all day long? Dude, what is this? I don't know, man. That just seems creepy to me. We need to make sure that our employees are at our desk and doing stuff at all the times. We're gonna monitor everything on your screen at all times. We're gonna have a camera. F that, dude. That's ridiculous. Also, to be fair, that's ridiculous about the employees too. Like, it shows the employers have no trust in their employees, number one, and it also shows that you're hiring a bunch of deadbeats that never do anything at all. And believe me, I've worked in offices. I have a lot of experience working in an office and company situations. I understand fully that employees, they spend a lot of time not working, but they also do spend time working. So if you're hiring deadbeat employees that just sit there and do nothing all day, you hired the wrong person. I'm sorry, but that's on the company. You know, the fact that you gotta like install a webcam to monitor your employees, that's BS. Dude, I wouldn't want to even work for a company that does that nonsense. It's stupid, man. God, unbelievable, like how bad that is. Webcams tracking your employees? Come on, give me a break. They treat everybody like they're 5 years old. What did I miss here? Sound it makes when you get a new message or email. Teams is not quiet, man. Oh, you know what? You know what sound that used to drive me nuts at work? In fact, I think I disabled it because I hated it so much. Or maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't disable it. It was the Microsoft Outlook new email sound. I loathed that sound because like it just triggered me so bad. Not because the sound itself was bad, but because it meant like somebody was about to bug me to do something right when I was working on something else. Like, it just triggered me. It was like an instant trigger for me. I hated that sound with a passion. 3090 is not much better than the 3080. Really? Is that true, actually? It has a lot more RAM though, right? What about the 40 series though? I don't know much about the 30 series these days. In comparison. Implanting chips into their... No, they're not. Stop it. That's insane, Vanbar. Are you serious about... Are you sure about that? Putting a chip in the... What? Have you heard about that, Capricornery? Vanbar just said that some companies somewhere in Asia, whatever that means, China maybe, they're putting a chip into the employees so they can check the brain wave to make sure they're working or something. What? Is that actually real? I mean, what's up, robot? How you doing? Corporate? I know, right? That's crap. I don't want to go on a rant about how companies treat their employees like toddlers, you know. Give me a break. Toddler just means like little kids, like 5 years old, you know. And companies that they don't trust their employees at all, you know. And I can look, if a company doesn't trust their employee, that means they've had too many bad experiences with employees, right? That means they've been burned by their employees too many times, and so they feel like, oh my god, now we got to be paranoid and track everything, right? Well, that probably means they're hiring the wrong people. That probably means they're hiring the wrong people, and that's on them. You know, either that or the people that they're interviewing are really good at faking them how they are. But I guess it's not always easy to understand your employees even after a few interviews. 4070 Super, okay. You would love to grab a 40. I know, right? Your imagination, I totally get it. I feel the same as you. 5080 is probably going to be just good. Just overpriced for 16. Yeah, probably. Scroll lock. Nvidia is famous for overcharging. But I like their stuff, at least for streaming anyways, because I do like their, I don't know how long it's going to be useful for streaming in that case until some new technology comes out. But like, what is it called? The Nvidia, that like core that what is it called? NVENC, the encoder. NVENC for streaming stuff is pretty nice, the encoder stuff, and that's just not available on AMD. AMD is, I guess, not that bad, but whenever I did research between the two, everybody always said, oh well, you know, Nvidia still seems to be a bit better. I know, Vambar. It's not a surprise. It's just lame. It's just really irks me that companies have to treat their employees like they're little kids. Like they're kids that need to be disciplined. Yeah, those guys have power problems too. Then it would be yes, that's right. Far better to improve the hiring process. I agree. Now, how can you do that? I'm not entirely sure. I'm not an HR expert, but yes, Fen. Invest in training good people, for crying out loud. What the crap, dude? Seriously? The Joy-Cons are pissing you off? We went from serious work discussion to the Joy-Cons are making... That should be like your imagination. That sounds like a version of that Seinfeld thing where it's like, these pretzels are making me thirsty. It should be, these Joy-Cons are pissing me off. Way overdue for building a PC. Yeah, but you said you wanted to build a PC that can launch rockets to Mars, Vanbara. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure you said that. You wanna build a PC that is like the PC to end all PCs. Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3, Resident Evil 9. When is what Resident Evil are they up to now? Village was 8, right? So I guess 9 is the next one. Witcher 4, yeah, you mentioned Witcher 4 was getting you all rustled up there. You have a Radeon, a 67X tray. Encoding is fine. They had a big jump around 5,000, 6,000 series. Sure, it's not NVENC. It's not. Yeah, no, I realize that too, Scrolllock. I didn't mean to say that the AMD stuff was garbage in terms of encoding. It just seems like still the encoding on NVENC is a little nicer for streaming. But of course, then you do pay a premium for the stupid cards, which is unfortunate. Concerned the fourth game just won't be as good. Well, I don't know, Vanbar. Maybe it won't. Edits 4K video without even blinking. Well, good news, Vanbar. Probably by the time that you build a PC, probably even like mid-range PCs will be able to edit 4K video without even blinking, I bet. By that point, probably 8K. People are already doing 8K videos and stuff. Anyway, nice chat, guys. This is actually that was kind of cool. We literally bantered for quite a long time. There's one thing I want to change real quick here. The just chatting. Oh, we have a lot of beep boop beep boops outside. Can you guys hear the beep boop ambulances just out of curiosity? Where is my just chatting screen? Here we go. I want to move that. We need to hide Capricorneries. Capricornery, you're not in the picture, just so you know. There was a small little section there. I'm gonna just change. I'm just making some small reorganization here. I think that's not bad. Maybe like that. We can see the Oni mask just kind of like slightly making an evil appearance out of the corner here. And then I need to make this filter. I need to make that the default cam position. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Probably the zooms are all broken, guys. I know that. I'm sorry. Or they're mildly broken anyways. Okay, there we go. There's our just chatting screen. Oh, there's a there's the square Capricornery. Oh, there's Bomb. Hey, Bomb. Happy New Year, Bomb. What's going on, man? What's going on, Bomb? Bomb. What up, man? Bomb. Did you see my bomb? Bomb. Did you see this the other day?
Did you see my bomb?
Well, yeah, I didn't mean it like that. What just fell down on the floor? Oh, the lens cap. For what? Oh, that lens cap. Okay, hold on. Did you see this, Bomb? Hold on. I'm turning on the thing. I'm turning on the thing. Did you see my completed input viewer thing that I built? Have you seen this? Hold on. I'm trying to grab it. My input viewer thing. I built these like the... Hold on. It works just the same as usual. So here's I built these little the 3D printing text isn't super amazing. I need to work on that. I don't print a lot of 3D prints that have the embossed text in there. But I built these I designed and built these little enclosures and 3D printed these enclosures for all the connections, so they're labeled like this. So now I know like which ones I'm plugging into what. Kind of like this. And so they're all individual units, and I have them so they're linkable together. You can get them as individual units, but in my case, oh, that's my headphones. Sorry, I'm trying to do a lot with two hands here. So like they can just be bolted together or done as individual units, because I have 5 systems, right? But not everybody does. So there's my NES. Let me unplug that. So there's the NES connection right there. We got Super Nintendo there, N64, GameCube, and then the lighting's not really great in here, sorry. PS1/PS2. And then the top side is kind of just like this. And then I've got like screw mount holes here. Like this, and they all just kind of like bolt together. Something like this. So I'm proud of it. And then there's a USB, and then it connects with a USB-C cable to the PC here. And that's what it looks like on the back. So, yep, that's a Natto original, baby. That's for OG hardware. That's for OG. This one's for OG hardware. Holy moly, I've got so many. Let me turn this off. Sorry. Everybody's going to be getting sick down here. I got to turn this camera off. That one is for original hardware. Oh, and I did this too, Bob. I just did this yesterday. I printed this. I designed this thing in like an hour and a half. Where is it? Oh, there it goes. I designed this thing so that I can like have my controller like hand cam for the controller. So I built this. I designed this little thing that I can mount to the desk and like take it out when I'm not streaming. And then when I'm streaming, I just pop in the thing like that. And then there's a little overhead cam for the controller. It's just a tiny little camera. It's the same camera as this one. I love these cameras, Bomb. They're so small and they work really well. I'm super stoked with these cameras. But anyway, so that's the other latest thing that I did. Yeah, I'm a mad scientist over here, right? But yeah, this one is for OG Hardware for a Mister. The brand here, I'll just drop the link in the chat. I've mentioned them a couple of times. Unfortunately, I should be a brand ambassador for them because I actually do like it. I sold my Sony camera stuff because I just don't need it anymore. These things, especially for streaming, seem to really do a good job. Actually, hold on. Let me link on Amazon USA because you guys don't care about Amazon Japan. They're not expensive. Obs bought Meat 2. Let's see this one. 129 bucks. 129 bucks, and they come in 3 colors. They work over USB, yeah. They're just USB cameras. Sorry for the giant mega link. Sorry for the giant mega link there. But that's I have 3 of these. I have 3 of these now. Sorry, I'm just replugging it. I unplugged so many things over here real quick. But yeah, I like it. I am especially like I realize the quality isn't exactly 100% the same as like a mirrorless camera, but for streaming stuff, it literally feels like I'm getting basically the same result. And it's a tiny little camera on USB, so I don't need a cam link. I don't need a giant camera sitting up there. It's portable. I can move things around easy. It doesn't use a ton of resources. Like, yeah, that's my point, Finn, is like, I don't see the only thing that this camera, in my opinion, will not do quite exactly the same as the mirrorless camera, assuming that you've got a lens that can do it, is the background blurring. Like a natural, what do you call it, bokeh? I think it's called bokeh or bokeh, whatever. You can delete everything. Oh really, can you? Sorry about that, I didn't know. I should have used a URL shortener too or something. My bad. Thanks for your imagination. It doesn't do, it does, you can add, there's in the software for the camera, you can add some minor background blur, but in my case, I didn't care because I kind of wanted to show the background. I kind of wanted to show the background relatively clearly anyway. And that's a problem that I did have though with my camera and that lens, was that I had to, without increasing the ISO too much on the camera, because the more ISO you increase on the camera, my old camera, the Sony camera, the more ISO you increase, the more grain you introduce into the picture. And I didn't want that sandy grainy. So the lower the ISO you can go, the better. However, the more that you open the aperture, the f-stop, the more that you lower that number, which means bigger opening. What is this? Oh, this is the link. Well, I guess we have another link and another example. Your imagination got blocked. The more that you open the aperture, it increases the image brightness at a lower ISO, which is good. But then it blurs out the background a lot, which some people want. However, in my case, like if I did that for the stream, like if I use like an f-stop 1.4 or 1.8, I would be in focus, but even my shelf here would be like out of focus. So if people like did a camera zoom on the different consoles or whatever, they would be fuzzy, which nobody wants to zoom in and see a fuzzy console. That kind of defeats the purpose, right? So at least for now, in my particular case, I kind of wanted a larger depth of field, so that if somebody did a camera zoom on me or on Yoshi or on the GameCube or whatever, that everything was in focus. and this does that just fine. Oh, it's just metadata, scamming data. Okay, I got it. I'll have to try to remember that. It'll probably take me 100 times to remember that, but I'll try. Let's see. Bomb said something. It'd be nice for me to get one for either your console cam or as a secondary cam. Yeah, dude, I recommend them. This camera right here, this one that I'm using, is set to 4K 30. It doesn't go to 4K 60, unfortunately. However, 4K 30, I think doesn't look that bad. I think it looks smooth enough. It looks smooth enough. I don't know. I think the quality looks good enough. I mean, it's maybe not like pinpoint accurate, but it looks plenty good in my opinion. And I do also the 4K 30 because then you can do the zooming stuff and you don't lose a lot of, like, the resolution doesn't get like super crappy. But yeah, so anyways, it's an inexpensive camera that seems to work well, and it's USB, so you could so I feel like you can do some potentially interesting integrations with the built-in software if you want. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the thing is, BBF, the reason that I like to have 60 is because my OBS is set to 60 frames a second. So everything else, the game, everything else is 60 frames. So just to keep things looking smooth as a whole, right? However, if you're just sitting there mostly, like, for example, when I go over to my let me put maybe I should use a little blanket Capricorn. Maybe I should use that. Maybe I should, hold on, give me a second, because nobody likes to look at my nice legs.
Oh my.
I mean, I'm wearing sweatpants, but I do feel a little bit like when I go here, like nobody wants to see my legs, because if I have a controller here, it doesn't look so bad. But when I when I have no controller here, it kind of looks like it just looks a little weird. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm sitting here with the controller fills up a lot of the screen. But you know, if you have like a small little thin towel or something over it, I think it looks a lot less sus, right? It's a camera pointed at the region, the zone, but I think this is a good angle. I think this is a really good angle. But what was I going to say? There's a point to this. Oh yeah. So even this camera, this one that you're looking at down here, the controller camera, this is set for 1080p 60. So this is 60. This camera here is 4K 30. So you can probably see a little bit of, like, if I'm moving quickly, you can see a little bit of not smoothness there. The game over there is 60 frames and so on. So you thought the bracket was going to be no. The bracket's just holding the camera, Finn. The bracket's literally holding the little camera here. Yeah, not for holding the controller. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, but bomb for sure. Like if especially if you see one on sale, we got a couple of these things at Christmas time here because they were on sale. They were like, I don't know, 20% off or something. They had a pretty awesome sale on these things just before Christmas time. So I ended up getting 2 of them just for backup purposes. And now I'm using, well, not today I'm not, but I have one camera here. I have the controller camera, and then I have a third one. So I don't think and that's way already cheaper than a mirrorless setup. I was going to work on 5.1, right? I think I was going to do 5.1. A $20 coupon, yeah, that's probably basically what I did, Fen. And I was like, okay, I didn't necessarily plan on getting 2 more cameras. I was planning on getting 1 for sure, but I was like, you know what? That's such a good deal. I was like, I think I got to do it. But any of you guys who want to do any streaming and are looking for a small, easy to use camera that seems to work well, I can vouch for this camera. because I got 3 of them now. But yeah, I tend to agree, BBF. If I'm not moving a lot, 60 frames a second is, unless you guys want to see my mouth move really fast and really smoothly. Just gonna do a little bit of practice here, guys. I need to get this. I need to get this ironed out. This section here is really not smooth for me. If I can get this whole thing like ironed out, boom, boom. That kind of seems like it's repeatable, doesn't it? 1, 2, jump over. Okay, we got a bad RNG on that. So jump over the bat, jump slash that, jump slash that. We've got a bad RNG on that guy. Maybe. Okay, that was a good RNG. Boom. Okay, whatever. Take the boost. And then we're going to go down like this. I need to get that. Way to track it. Oh, oh, that's a good point. Yeah, because sometimes I have to make sure that I'm sitting in the right position. That's something I'm still kind of trying to get used to. Is sitting in the right spot. But my yeah, well, it does have, I think, some kind of tracking bomb in the if you have the software turned on. Right now, I don't have the webcam software turned on at all. Right now, I don't have it turned on at all. In fact, I don't have the input viewer open either. 1 second, I forgot to open that. And I am doing a thing where I'm actually where I have both, because I want to have both on the screen at once. Because a lot of people use the button input viewers. Yeah, but then I would have to like hold a bracket fin, and the problem is I move my hands too much, which is probably something I just need to train myself to be better about not using the thing. Like if I had the camera higher, then I would have more leeway in terms of like movement of the controller. But the problem is this microphone stand is like right in the way. I could probably try and go like this. I could probably do like that and make it go higher. If I went like this, but then the controller would be really small. I'm literally holding the bracket right now in my hand. I mean, I could probably make it so that it's like higher and then just move the microphone, bend it this way. It doesn't cover... Does it? What happens if you do the like game camera thing? Like if you go like this... Oh crap, hold on. Camera tools, game shelf. Yeah, see, this is what I'm worried about. If I do the microphone arm this way, it kind of covers up. It blocks the thing. Yeah, get a drone. Bzzz. You would hear that the entire stream. Like, I could go higher. But then the microphone arm is a little bit, I don't know. Maybe I could do it. I probably should be sitting further away. Agent Frowny! Agent Frowny, Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Agent Frowny. Maybe I should make this thing. Maybe I should go higher. It might work, actually. People can't see the controller very well. I mean, it definitely is closer and easier to see if I'm like this. I might just have to, Charmander, Happy New Year. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I like the idea of having the button input viewer down there, so you guys can literally see what I'm pushing.